Imagine a day without technology. No phones, no computers, no tablets, no Facebook, YouTube, other social medias. This is truly crazy, isn't it? Especially since, according to Aaron Smith, in the 2017 Pew Research article, Record Shares of Americans Now on Smartphones, Smith actually states that nearly 9 out of 10 Americans are online. This is up from about only half in the early 2000s. Hello, I'm Corey Kosick. I've been in the technology industry for about half a decade, and after listening to this speech, I hope to have informed you with my own knowledge and of other sources of how technology has actually affected our lives socially, economically, and what the future of technology holds for us. So let's talk about the effects of technology on our social lives. So a lot of people think that technology actually gets in the way of our social being and our social interactions. And technology doesn't really ruin that part of our lives, but it does affect how we exploit our feelings and our emotions. According to another Pew Research article, children ages 8 to 18 actually spend about 7.5 hours on some sort of phone, tablet, or other technology, which is just truly astounding, these numbers, compared to when I grew up or for when other millennials grew up as well. So many people actually think that technology plays a negative role to online interactions and stuff, and this is just because that it gives people a new way to communicate socially. So it can kind of raise red flags when we have people like Craigslist killers or chat room stalkers or such. This can actually give the technology with social interactions a bad stigma. So today's technology actually affects our our business and economic markets directly. We can do this with direct job creation, contribution to the gross domestic product growth, and also direct business innovation. So with direct job creation, we're actually talking about jobs that are directly created because of technology. So according to the government's Occupational Outlook Handbook, information technology jobs, which are the vast majority of technology jobs, are expected to actually grow 22% up to 2020, resulting in about 750,000 new jobs, which will give our economics a great boost. So when we talk about contributions to the gross domestic product, we're talking about, this is an example, if we all have broadband, which a lot of Americans do, if we actually increase broadband usage just 10%, so add about 10% more users to our internet access, our actual gross domestic product would increase by about 1%. This will give us a lot of different things. There would be actually more to go into in a whole other speech. So let's talk about business innovation. This is, as being personally owning a business, I know directly how this ties in with my business, how technology does affect it, because it allows about 95% of the United States' small business and medium corporations to actually have an online presence. This gives a lot of people a key advantage to some companies that don't have online presence, and that's just simply because they haven't chose to invest the time to do so. So let's actually talk about the future of technology and how it's going to help us. So a lot of you may remember my cryptocurrency speech. I really, really like cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. Cryptocurrencies can do a lot of things, but for the most part, it's a new way of currency that it's really hard to lose your money that way. And that's why I really like that, because everything's kind of digital. So another way we can help the future is with world hunger. There's a lot of things already happening today where we're actually helping defeat world hunger. So we have a lot of technologies that are actually being implemented in other countries, such as self-tapping water pumps. So essentially they go right into the ground, no concrete work. They just get drilled right into the ground and they have access to fresh water. So that's a really good feat that technology has helped do. So another future tech goal is going to be the digital connectivity. This refers to everything's being connected nowadays, phones, computers, laptops. Well, this is actually talking about more the aspect of like embedded microchips into clothing to sense body temperature and whatnot. Connected cars. So we even have that today. If you've purchased a car in 2016, 2017, you may notice that your car has Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This is direct connectivity right into your car. Essentially, when you plug your iPhone in, it's directly your iPhone right over the screen. So they're connecting a lot of different technologies here to enable a world where it's really just a technology world, right? So today we've talked about the various ways technology is changing our lives, from the social effects and the economical effects to the future of tech. With this, I say thank you. And the next time you go log into YouTube or Facebook, just imagine what's next.